problem. It was the other person. It's okay for you to be who you are and what you are, no matter where you are in the world. Remember, in what I just said, there are two words that are extremely important. You are. You are here. You are loved. Love yourself, okay? Unapologetically. Just love who you are, regardless of what anybody else says. Regardless of what they may think. Because what they think don't matter. As a man thinketh, so is he, right? That's how it is in the scripture, right? So in that whole ballparking game, guess what? You love yourself. If you're more outspoken than the other, you tend to be called out your name, or not even called out your name. Oh, she has no respect if you're a woman, or she's just being a bee if you're a woman. If you're a more assertive woman, or you just don't tolerate a whole bunch of BS or they'll go back and say, well, how can he put up with that? Why does he allow that? You know, and it's like, nobody can do anything, because guess what? You doing you. You taking care of you, and you are not paying them any attention. Meaning, cut them off. Cut them all the way completely off. Now, why would I say cut them all the way completely off? I'm saying that because it's important for you and your mental health, so you can stay and have a lot of clarity. You can stay in your happy place. You can stay in a positive tone, so that way it doesn't tear you down. It doesn't kill you. It doesn't take you down a path and you start always keep working on everything, right? We're going to always keep moving and moving and moving and grooving. And then at the very last step, we're going to make sure that we step out correctly. We're going to make sure that we are not only stepping correctly, but we are making sure that we are on top of everything that we do. And if you're so focused on yourself, I don't care who discriminates against you. Whatever. If you're working on yourself, you're going to be an overcomer to get over these things. It may take time, because a better have that better outlook upon your life, that better outlook upon your yourself. It will cause you to be in a better place than when your transformation. There's no reason to be sitting and worried about, well, what this person think, what that person think. Forget what they think, because what they think should have no impact upon your life. Take it from someone that used to always worry about what other people think about them, about me. Because for some reason, I never understood why. And then you're told on one side, oh, you going against everything because you're asking questions. Oh, it's not even about you going against someone because you're asking questions. I don't like to be tested. I understand why I'm being tested. But why can't we ask questions and be okay with asking those questions? Why can't it? There's the question. I'm blah 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 blah. Ask a question, and the other person just kind of looks at you. Are you trying to be funny? You should know this. You can't. That's another form of discrimination if anybody looks at it right. But a lot of people are not going to see it that way. It's one of those things where you want to cause yourself some relief. All right, this person can't handle they're not ready for it. You kind of get what I mean?
Uno, reverse.
So in that whole ballpark, in order for you to be a winner, in order for you to be the best person, in order for you to do things, no matter how old, how young, how in between, how mature, how less mature you are, you have to work on those things. and working on those things, you come out to be the better you. Encouragement for today. We are going to read Mashali or Proverbs 17, verse 1. Well, not just verse 1. We're going to start at verse 1 and we're going to read the whole thing. We're going to read the whole entire thing. Let's go. Better is a dry piece of bread and rest with it than a house filled with slaughters of strife. A wise servant rules over a son who causes shame and shares an inheritance among the brothers. A refining pot is for silver and a furnace for gold, but Yahuwah tries the hearts. An evildoer gives heed to wicked lips. A liar gives ear to a tongue of desire. He who mocks the poor reproaches his maker. He who rejoices at calamity does not go unpunished. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the adornment of children is their fathers. Excellent speech is not fitting for a fool, much less lying lips for a noble. A bribe is a stone of favor in the eyes of its owner. Wherever he turns, he prospers. He who covers a transgression seeks love, but he who repeats a matter separates intimate friends. Reproof enters deep, fighting before it breaks out. He who declares the wrong right and he who condemns the righteous, both of them are an abomination to Yahuwah. It should be an abomination to us too. That loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A man lacking heart shakes hands in a pledge. He becomes a guarantor for his friend. He who loves transgression loves strife. He who exalts his door seeks destruction. He who has a crooked heart finds no greatness, and he who has a perverse tongue falls into evil. He who brings forth a fool has sorrow for it, and the father of a fool has no joy. A rejoicing heart causes great healing, but a stricken ruach dries the bones. One who is wrong accepts a bribe behind the back to pervert the paths of right ruling. Y'all, that right there strikes something. But I'm so glad Yahuwah is so true. Wisdom is before the face of the understanding one, but the eyes of a fool are on the ends of the adats. A foolish son is a grief to his father, and bitterness to her who bore him. It is also not great to punish the righteous one, to strike noble ones for straightness. He who has knowledge spares his words, and a man of understanding is a cool ruach. Even a fool keeping silence is regarded as wise, as understanding, when he closes his lips. So, in the face of discrimination, just be quiet. Learn to love and be who you are unapologetically. That's what that 100% JSFG 100, Jamie Stress Free Gaming 100, unapologetic.